Hun Batz is a jungle, mid, and possible solo god who is really known for his ultimate. Once he hits level 5, he can make so much happen with just one ability, but he is certainly more than that. So let me, a Grandmaster Smite 1 player, show you how to play him the best you can. Before we start though, let me remind you that this is a beta, so things are subject to change. If there's any major change to Hun Batz, I will remake this guide for you. But with that out of the way, let's start. Hun Batz's passive, Infused Strikes, makes his basic attack stronger after using an ability. After using an ability, your next basic attack will deal 1.2 times the damage and grants Hun Batz a stacking strength buff on a successful hit. This stacks up to 4 times. You can see the numbers on your screen, but this buff lasts for 4 seconds and is refreshed upon each successful hit. With this aspect of disruption, this basic attack amplification is changed a little bit. It becomes only 1.1 times the damage, and it applies a slow on the target that lasts for 2 seconds. Hun Batz's first ability, Somersault, is a leap that does damage, both on the startup, off the ground, and on the landing back down. On both takeoff and landing, you have an AoE around you that slows. Enemies hit by both hits take 25% more damage from the landing hit. Hun Batz's second ability, Overhand Smash, is a channeled cone ability that does damage in front of you. This cone applies a protection debuff, and while channeling, you are displacement immune. You also don't have backpedal or side strafing movement penalties while in the channel. Backpedaling and side strafing in Smite has always made you move slower. Basically, you always move the fastest when traveling in the direction you're looking. So when channeling this ability, those restrictions are removed. With his aspect, this ability does the same thing, but with a lot less damage. You, at the end of your channel, will stun. I can't stress this enough, how much of a difference the scaling makes. You will do significantly less damage, but gain a powerful CC. So really evaluate whether or not you want the CC or the damage. Hun Batz's third ability, Sacred Monkey, makes you throw a monkey at people. Hitting an enemy will make the monkey bounce to nearby enemies. This bounce happens a maximum of 3 times, meaning you can hit 4 separate times. Every target is marked until another target is hit, or after 2 seconds. You can press the button again to teleport to a marked target. You can do this at any point your character can make an action, even while channeling your 2. You can also teleport even while this ability has bounces left. However, this will prevent any more bounces or any more damage from coming from the ability. Generally, you want to get this ability at level 1 for clear, because it bounces multiple times between minions. However, you don't want to max it first. You want to max the 2 first, because that is your main clear and ganking damage tool. Hun Batz's ultimate, Fear No Evil, is a big circle that he places on the ground. At the center, there is a totem, which repeatedly fears enemies and deals a small amount of damage to them. However, this fear can only last a maximum of 1 second on enemies who are in it. I hate this change. I think they should have nerfed something else. This ability is core to how Hun Batz functions. It's his main gank tool, and his only form of hard CC when you're not going the aspect. You might have heard that before, and like I said before, you need level 5, or Hun Batz waits to level 5 before doing anything, and this is because of how powerful a tool Fear No Evil is. Hun Batz's success is largely based around how you use your ult. In the early game, most of the time, you want to farm until 5, and target the people on the other team who don't have purification beads or CC immune ultimates. Through that, you try and get yourself a lead. In the mid game, you can look to isolate targets who are alone, and take 1v1s you know you can win. In the late game, you want to use Fear No Evil as your engage tool, either setting up for your team to kill one target, or disrupting the entire enemy team at the start of the fight, or in the middle of it. You have a lot of personal follow-up off of that ability and a lot of damage, making sure to weave your basic attacks in between your abilities to get even more damage. As usual, check out Smite2.live. You can see what the best are building and take what you like from there. It's better than me recommending a build that could be outdated by the time you see this. However, Hydra's Lament and other cooldown items are extremely good on Hun Batz because of how often you're trying to use basic attacks between abilities. Hydra's Lament will add that extra oomph to your damage, and judging by how much you rely on Fear No Evil, especially in the late game, you need that cooldown rate. I hope this helps. And if it did, please leave a like and a sub. I'd really appreciate that. Other than that though, peace.